Hello, everybody. It's Jeremy here, and it's Friday, January 18th, 2019. Happy birthday, Kelly. And Julian, happy birthday yesterday. And this video, we're going to give a little introduction because I was just on a video call with Julian, and I just started filming right in the middle of it. We were talking about conspiracies, and of course, it went with, flat Earth and such. So, first off, right off the bat, when we started, I mixed up my high jump missions and stuff like that. And Julian, you brought up about them conducting an experiment about gravity in a vacuum and stuff. We don't live in a vacuum, so I don't think that the experiment matters. And gravity is still just a theory. It hasn't been proven, that's why it's a theory. It cannot be replicated on a smaller scale, so therefore I don't personally believe gravity is a real thing. And so, the great thing about Julian is I've known him for 27 years. We've been best friends, even if we're not in the same country or state. We have a long history. We've been mad at each other and stuff, but when we talk, it's like no time has passed. And what I love about him is I can say whatever I want, exactly how I feel, real passionate, and loud, and he'll just be like, listen, and then, reply. He doesn't get all angry or anything with me. He knows who I am and how passionate I get. So it's so cool to be able to talk with somebody who just gets me and knows me and such. So we're going to talk about flat Earth on here, and just some of the other things, like, people bring up, well, what about this and this and this and this? They ask questions. It's like, I don't know about any of that. All I know is that, snipers, when they shoot, they don't take, the movement of Earth into consideration after the bullet moves the gun. The theorem for freaking the whatever of Earth, the radius circumference, it equals to 8 inches of curvature per mile. How do the snipers take that curvature into effect? They freaking don't. When you're on a plane, if that plane didn't tip its nose down, you would fly off into space. And when you're on a plane, you fly straight. You don't tip your nose down like that, flying over the globe. It's flat, There's bridges that are, I think, like, it's a 100-mile bridge, I think, somewhere. And there's no curve to it at all. Trains can't go up and downhill at steady freaking things like that. They only work on flats, frozen bodies of water. When they freeze, there's no curve to it either. Architects, when they're planning buildings, they don't take the curvature into effect. And I get it. It's not big enough. They don't have to. But when this architect doesn't take it into effect, and neither does this one, and neither does, this guy. When nobody's taking the curvature into effect, when does the curvature come into play? It freaking doesn't, because it's not there. The globe, where'd it go? It bounced over here. On a globe, you have to tell me, when you're in a submarine, how does a periscope work? On a globe, you wouldn't, because of the curve, you couldn't see. What about lighthouses? How come you can see the Chicago skyline from Michigan? It should be over the curve and not be able to see it. There is no curve. There is no movement. That's it. But what's coming up next is the video chat with Julian. Julian, thank you for letting me post it. Thank you for chatting with me. I freaking love you. Happy birthday yesterday. Wish you only the best. All right? Hope you all enjoy. Oh, for sure. And the people who do know, I don't know. I don't know, but you know what you should look up is past things like Operation Paperclip and High Jump and Fishbowl. Operation High Jump is to see how tall the dome around us might be. Operation High Jump is to get on the Antarctic wall, allegedly. There's been some motherfucking things. I mean, check and see why all these politicians go to freaking Antarctica and visit. There's a reason for it. And there's a reason why regular citizens like you and I, allegedly can't go there and do that. Someone who has so much freaking money should be able to charter a boat or a plane and go to Antarctica if they want to. And from what I understand, it's not that easy to do.
But you can do it.
Oh, how do you know? You know somebody who's went there? Do you know anybody who's been to Antarctica?
Metallica.
Yeah. Okay. Here's something. How do you freaking know they were even in Antarctica? How do you know they weren't in Greenland or Finland and just said they were in Antarctica, man? How do we know? Were you there? No. You were not in Antarctica. You don't know if they were there, man. You know?
I'll believe them.
You can't take anybody's word for anything.
But you taking fucking whoever came up with the flat earth theory, you're taking his word for it.
Well, check it out, man. Water never bends. How can you argue that? Water never bends. It never ever bends. Ever. It can't bend around a ball. Water cannot bend around a ball, and it can't bend around a ball that's moving 1,000 miles an hour. That is science. Game over.
Gravity.
Gravity is everybody's fucking answer for everything. And you know what? It's a theory that can't be proven. Here, I'm going to disprove it right now for you. Gravity. Hey, man, here's what I love. How about this? Gravity. Gravity will hold tons of gallons of water to a ball moving 1,000 miles an hour, but it won't hold a butterfly to the ground. It can't hold a gnat to the ground, but it holds it holds water to a spinning ball, but not clouds. Here, look at this. It's a magnet. Look at this. 5 pounds. 5 fucking pounds. Where's gravity, bros? Where's gravity? Where's gravity? Pull it to the center of Earth. This magnet is stronger than gravity. Gravity can hold water to a spinning ball, but not this.
Okay. Hold it like that. Hold both. All right. Hold it until you cannot hold it anymore, until gravity fucking pulls it all the way down because you cannot hold it any longer.
I will drop it. Gravity won't pull it out of my hand. I will drop it because I can't hold it up anymore.
Gravity's fucking is pulling it down.
No. It's density and buoyancy.
Pulling it down so hard that you eventually give up and drop your hands. If there's an invisible force pulling you to the ground, how do you walk, bro? Come on, dude. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. You know, gnats are stronger than gravity. You're telling me gnats and butterflies are stronger than gravity? Because what? They have wings? They can defy gravity because of the wings? That makes no sense. So then how come everything that goes up has to come down?
What do you, everything that go, what do you, what?
If I throw a rock up in the air, it will for sure come down.
Yeah, because the molecules of the rock weigh more than the molecules in the air, so it falls to the ground. It's weight. It's weight and density. It's not gravity, it's weight.
Well, how come if you drop a fucking feather and a fucking steel ball, they fucking with zero. There's a fucking.
You're wrong.
I saw it on the internet.
Hey, you know what? Here, check this out. I'll drop this 5 pounds and this toothpick, and guess what? No. The 5 pounds will hit the ground first because it weighs more than this. If there was an invisible force pulling everything to the ground, they would both fall at the same time. It's because this weighs more, it falls faster.
No, but are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I didn't hear anything you just said, man. So repeat it again.
Oh, jeez, what did I say? What did I say?
Oh,
well, I said if you throw a rock up in the air. Oh, no, what I said was if I drop this 5 pounds and if I drop this toothpick, the 5 pounds is going to fall to the ground first because it's heavier. The molecules in it are heavier than the molecules in the toothpick, so it falls faster. It's not an invisible force pulling something to the center of the earth. It's weight, density, and buoyancy.
I saw
an experiment. Something really heavy, something really light.
Yeah.
In a room, in a fucking chamber, whatever. They took all the fucking oxygen out of it
Uh-huh.
and dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped the feather, dropped the fucking steel ball or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
And they dropped and they hit the ground at the same time exactly.
Well, guess what? We're not in a vacuum-sealed thing that experiment was done in, so you can't replicate it on a smaller scale. You know, if you drop a pound of bricks and a pound of feathers, they will probably hit at the same time because it's a pound versus a pound. You know?
No, but fucking that was an experiment to show you that the theory is fucking correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, sounds great.
Okay. Oh man.
You know? Like here. You know, here's the thing too. You know what? Go up in a hot air balloon and tie a cinder block. You know, leave a cinder block on the ground and then tie a rope up to the hot air balloon. And if the earth is moving, you'll see you'll move away from that cinder block. But that's not what happens. You know, go up in that hot air balloon for a half hour and then come back down. You should be in a different county. But that doesn't happen because the earth isn't spinning.
There's an explanation.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, who told you this explanation? Neil deGrasse Tyson or Bill Nye?
Yeah, but it's so what? It's science.
Yeah, and science is a bitch a lot of the time.
But this one makes sense because they show it. They actually show you a graphics of what he's trying to explain to you.
Okay.
And it's like this well. First, he explains to you how the sun rotates around. The Earth rotates around the sun.
Well, it doesn't. So this guy's already an asshole because he's fucking giving you false information, dude. We don't rotate around shit. But keep going, sorry. I get so heated up.
But it's not. He came up with that fucking theory. But anyways. I actually fucking gave you. I sent you a link with the explanation of what I'm trying to fucking tell you right now, but I can't. Oh.
I think I watched it.
You didn't even watch it.
I bet I watched it.
Hold on.
Okay. Huh.
But yeah, you didn't even watch it.
I bet I watched it, man. Here's the deal. You know, when it starts off with, like how you said, you know, explaining how the earth spins around the sun, I lose interest really fucking fast because I already know that. It's bullshit.
You saw some fucking bogus fucking video somewhere, and all of a sudden, man, come on, Jeremy. It makes more sense. How do you explain things like how at night the fucking water at the beach fucking gets higher? What do you call that?
The tides.
How do you explain that shit?
What do the tides have to do with flatness? What does that have to do with finding the curvature or the movement? What I'm saying is show me the movement, show me the curvature. What do the tides have to do with the fact of Earth being flat? I don't understand the point.
There's pictures from fucking hot air balloons, pictures from fucking airplanes, but you can see the fucking curvature.
No, you cannot. I'm sorry. You have to go higher than that. I can pull up a video right now where Neil deGrasse Tyson says you can't see it from that height because you have to be higher. So, there we go. Let's believe that guy. You cannot. You cannot see the curve. It cannot. You cannot see it.
Did you see the video of the fucking astronaut that jumped up from really up high?
He wasn't an astronaut. His name was Felix Baumgartner. Yes, I know all about it. It was fake, phony. He may have done the jump, but you know what? The background of him was fucking a fisheye lens. When he's in his little jump whatever, and he opens up the door, you can see a flat plane. Then when he gets out, it's fish-eyed. It's a GoPro. It's fake and phony. And you know what Neil deGrasse Tyson said? Neil deGrasse Tyson said Felix Baumgartner would have had to be much higher than that to see the curve of Earth. So Neil deGrasse Tyson admitted that that was fucking fake too. Fucking A. So look. Huh?
I mean, Neil, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know, when he sees something that isn't true, he'll tell you.
Yeah, so like I said, you just brought up, well, what about the Red Bull jump guy? And I said, well, guess what? It's bullshit.
I just watched the video and I didn't look into it any further, you know. I was just like, oh, wow, look.
See, that's what I do. I look into things a little further to see the bullshit of it. I just don't accept it. And that's why I'm here to help you out, man.
I'm gonna look into it a little bit more.
You are going to. I know you are, man. Dude, just look at my page.